Alrighty guys, welcome back. Evan Aldo here. Want to give you guys a Bitcoin Ethereum update, talk about a couple of the altcoins. Definitely want to talk about the yields because they're finally starting to come down with good inflation news, which, as a lot of you guys probably would guess, that could coincide with the potential altcoin season finally starting, would also coincide with altcoin season finally starting as it did towards the end of January of 2021 in the 4-year cycle. So those are important things to kind of look at right here. I want to start with Bitcoin right now, just on these, kind of trigger waves in the 2-day. That's definitely your bullish case. If you jump off of here, just look at a basic, kind of technical target, it would be around 110, 111, which would be, new all-time highs. And it wouldn't surprise me if you did jump up to there because obviously in the post-halving year, things look a little bit bearish. They sometimes play out a little bit bearish, and the next thing you know, you're all the way at new all-time highs. You got a green dot in your 5-day, which is, decent, I would say, and that could definitely bring the case upward. Usually when you see, some more bearish things like, more bullish things in like a higher time, like the time frame, like the 5 days, as long as they confirm, they do well. 4 days to confirm for that, so it could take some time. A lot could change in that amount of time, so we'll see. However, trigger wave kind of to the downside, rejecting off of that area, and then that could bring a step back down to 90K. You're jumping around. I don't think you're gonna, ping pong forever here. My guess here, my educated guess is that you're gonna be able to jump up. Things are kind of looking decent, especially on that 3-hour right there. I like that. So potentially jumping up could be big. If you do cross over that 45 into the red, that could be a decent, kind of rejection downward, a short entry, something of this nature. Pretty doggone good risk reward ratio right there. And then if you took that and you lost it, and then we did jump up, you could kind of do both trades here theoretically. This is what just to show you guys. If you win one of these, you would do well. So that's just okay. Let's see. Where would your stop loss be for that? Let me zoom out a little bit here. What would be the best way to do this? I think if you're going to go back, you're kind of betting that we're not going to go back to those points. So that's a 1-on-1 right there. But if you really want to get Oh yeah, you'd probably want to go below. Yeah, excuse me. You'd want to kind of go below that swing low right there, which would kind of make sense. I would stay below these EMAs, so 2-to-1 right there. And obviously, if you won one out of those two trades, they could both get stopped out. Anything could happen. But if you won one out of those two trades, you'd have about a 50% success rate, which would be really good for about a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, or a bit more than that. So that would be, I think, the best kind of thing to look at and do here, in my opinion. If you want more details than that, I'm going to post those kind of trade setups in the Discord. I think I already posted some of them. The link is in the description below. If you want one free month in Discord, if you sign up to any of the exchange links down below, deposit at least $100 to give you one free month in there. And also, only with my link on BYDFI and BloFin, you get 10% off for life with your fees. So check it out if you guys are interested. Moving on to Ethereum. Rejected off of this pretty big point. Double spiral lines are always strong from my experience. They're always pretty good. And I'm just thinking here, trigger wave to the downside. It could kind of go either way when I look at this a bit, but trigger wave right there forming, and then 5-day, trying to come up with that VWAP, kind of similar to what I was looking at on Bitcoin. So a little iffy here, but we're trying to recover. We're in that post-halving year. Feel like I would lean a little bit more bullish. Definitely would lean a little bit more bullish, but the thing is, sorry if I'm going too quickly through these time frames. The thing is, to form this reverse head and shoulders, you want to come down slightly to 2,800. So that could happen too. Could continue to be a little bit choppy here. Now, the thing that's kind of helping us out for like ETH versus Bitcoin potentially is if the Fed starts to sound less hawkish with this good inflation news, and voila, where did ETH bottom out against Bitcoin in the 4-year cycle? If you see our bottom was on Heiken, I know it's Heiken-Ashi candles, but I think it's the same thing essentially, at least here. November 11th and, December 7th of 2020, essentially the same place. We're kind of coming back to that point, but not quite. You know what I mean? So yeah. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. LX is potentially jumping off of that area. So hopefully this is bottomed out. And the thing that I want to show you guys that would maybe help us a little bit here. Remember when yields topped out in October of 23? That's when you had like your kind of a big altcoin run up. You had a big altcoin run up there. So maybe the same thing might happen if we reject from here. 2 week, I think, is a ticking time. Well, yeah, I think that's a trigger wave's going to form. That could be a ticking time bomb. I think yields are going to come down. Your daily's starting to look overheated, bearish, 2-day, kind of the same thing, bear div right there. So, you know, I do think that this will come down. This could help out alts, especially. If we just look at others, is everything at the, you know, outside the top 10 of, you know, crypto market cap. You know, I mean, your high time frames are a little iffy. However, you got double making a higher low there, trying to jump back up. So I think could be close to getting something started here, especially February in that kind of 4-year cycle. And I think you're inevitably going to break up from this and get up to that 700 billion at least. So where's that from here? So your average altcoin out of the top 10 will do about a double, at least a double. I'm not, it'll probably go farther, but at least a double. So let's focus on the double first. You know, if we look at some other alts, such as Avalanche here, I mean, it's a lot of the same. You know, trigger wave kind of forming on the 3-day. Maybe wait for that for the potential long. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at there. Trying to continue forward on that 4-hour, that 3-hour, continue forward back to that 48. I think that looks pretty good in that 3-hour. This is going to be a potential decent kind of jump up. Maybe you could get a 2-to-1 or something right there in AVAX. I like that 3-hour. Could work, maybe it won't, but I think it's a good shot. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I got for you guys right now. I would lean a little bit more bullish. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would lean a little bit more bullish. Things are looking a little bit better. I like the good inflation report. Also got a pro-crypto president coming in for the first time ever. You know, maybe it's a sell the news, but I don't think it is. I think it'll help us out. I like to follow the 4-year cycle. So, yeah, guys, smash the like button if you're new, subscribe to the channel, and check out the links down below if you're interested. Goodbye.